Hello, friends and neighbors. Come on in. Welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and live forever. Here we go. It's Monday. My friends out there in TV land, thank you for joining me. It's a very difficult time. Hi, James and Heather. James and Heather. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh my God, I'm so great. Is this working?
Yes.
Okay. I'm great. How are you, Kenny?
I'm
so excited
good.
to be here.
Yeah, well, it's been years.
It has been
like
years.
Many years.
Yes.
I
think the last time I came out here was like 4 years ago, or maybe 5 years ago.
I think it was like 6. Yeah. Oh. I think it was 6.
I'm not entirely sure. I know.
You haven't been here.
No, I've never been here.
And we've been here since 2015.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I remember you were actually there when the day I got the news that I was getting kicked out of my other house, right? Remember that?
Possibly. Where that house? Yeah, the house I went to a couple times.
I was in there forever.
Up in that upstairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think you were here in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can. Yeah, probably.
So that's. What year is it? 2020? So
yes.
5 or 6 years, depending on...
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
So what do you remember of the last time I was here? I don't exactly remember it, to be honest, because that point in my life was real bad.
It was 6 years
ago? It was.
Oh, yeah.
I probably told you things were good, but I don't think they were. They definitely weren't. I remember when I came, and I
was always asking you about that kind of stuff, and I think it was getting to the point where you were trying to... I was like a authority figure or something.
No, you guys were always helpful because I always knew that you would ask me, and I always knew that I had to respond, and I knew that was you almost like keep what's the word I'm looking for? You have this
optimism.
Whatever it is.
I don't know.
But anyways, no. The last time I was here, I know I was living at my dad's house. Things were real bad off. It was really horrible. But I'm really happy to come here today and say that I've had a job for 4 years. And I have been, living a better life. I'm not smoked out. I'm not smoking meth every day of my life anymore.
Congratulations.
I don't do that every day anymore. And I feel really happy to say that. Yeah, because I know that when I came here last, I still... yeah?
Oh.
No. But
so just sometimes now or something.
No, well, I mean, I party sometimes, but but it's different. It's different because before, even when I was with Alex and all that, my life was meth, literally, and everything was a lie. It was meth. It was meth for a very long time, for like 10 years, every day of my life.
Whoa.
And so, but now it's not, and that's really great, right?
Yeah.
Aren't you guys happy for me?
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm sure you're pretty excited right now.
I'm a little bit. I have been drinking,
Oh.
as per my usual, but yeah, no, I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be here because say that I'm not smoked out. Things are good for me.
I don't know if your mic is working.
I've had a job for 4 years now, and I just
it,
think that in itself is amazing. So.
No, it's not on here.
So yeah.
There you go.
Does that make a difference?
What did you just do?
Oh, I never had a.
There.
I guess nothing was ever turned on.
You didn't say that
No,
much.
I think we're good now.
Not you. For some reason. Oh,
yeah,
there.
you're on.
Now go.
It working now?
It's working when you hit it.
But not any other time?
There it goes.
Check.
All right, there.
Okay.
There.
Say eat the mic, right?
Hey, eat the mic.
Yes.
I guess somebody told me that you're not. People say don't eat the mic.
Yeah, they do say that.
I remember you got mad at me before because I burped into the mic.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to.
Don't do that. I don't know. Yeah.
I'll try not to. Okay.
Was I mad? I guess I could be. It could be interpreted as mad, but it's just like.
It's just Kenny.
Well, it's just like you don't want people to do things, but you say, are you getting mad about it? It's like, am I getting mad about it, or you just don't want people to do a thing? Is that being mad?
He just don't like it.
Yeah. Is that mad?
No, that's okay. You're not mad.
Does something that's
like burping in your ears, though? That'd be
yeah.
Well, you don't want to hear that.
terrible.
Other people are going to use that mic. You don't want people to burp in the mic, and then you can hear. Yeah, it's like in the.
You got the burp mic.
There's several reasons.
Yes.
But I don't think it's about being mad and like, oh, I'm mad now.
No, but
They're gonna be mad at me. Like, you shouldn't do things because people are gonna be mad at you. You know, it's the reasons you don't do the things.
Am I in trouble?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Like, oh, I'm in trouble.
I don't
Like,
wanna get in trouble.
Like, if you have, I don't know, if I'm not a parent, but if you for parents out there, when your children, when they do things that they shouldn't be doing, you should explain to them the consequences of what they're doing, and not just be like, don't do that.
So what are the consequences of me burping into your mic?
Well, it's gross. It's gonna make the mic smell like burps, I think.
Yes.
Like he was stern with you.
And you can hear-
He was mad at you.
You can hear them burping on the show.
I don't know if he was really mad or not. He probably wasn't mad,
don't
but
like
he
it.
he expressed his belief that he did not like what I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Don't do that.
I used a broad term.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the journey because it sounds like you really managed to like turn everything around and you're in a good.
Well,
How'd you get
okay.
there?
Things got real bad for me for a while. So the last time I came up here, I was living at my dad's house. My dad died in he died in 2000 and probably 14. I'm not.
While you were living at the house?
No, I didn't live there. I moved in after he died.
Oh, I see.
I moved in after he died and basically lived there until the bank came to take it.
Oh.
I was doing decent before it happened. You remember Ashley?
Mm-hmm.
So I was babysitting Ashley's child. I got paid through the state to babysit.
Oh,
so
no.
I was like
What?
a part-time babysitter for Ashley's child.
Didn't,
Yeah.
Didn't they know where you were?
Well, I was doing. No, I had been. Okay, I say every day of my life, but it was in interim periods. I wasn't smoking meth around Ashley's
Right.
daughter. I was not doing that. I did drink, to be honest. I did. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I was drinking, but I was in a period of time. I only got paid for 4 months. This is a period of 4 months. So anyways, I was drinking whatever. It's the life. It's the past. It is what it is, and I'm here to tell you the story.
How's
So.
that kid?
She's great.
Okay.
I actually just went ice skating with her yesterday, right down here at
Okay.
this Oli
Ice skating
skate place.
thing?
Yes.
Oh,
So,
yeah, everyone knows.
Ashley's in town. You just send her over.
No, she lives in Tacoma, but
Oh.
we came down here just for that.
You ride the bus
Cool.
for free now.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so okay, I'm gonna continue my story because I'm really excited to tell it. I'm
Oh,
really
yeah,
excited to be
yeah.
here to tell you my story. Okay.
Yeah, please.
So
Come
things
on.
were really bad. He died, and I went into it was like one of those things where I'd been doing meth for a long time, and it was different at that point. You know what I mean? Things became different, and I didn't care about anything anymore. I
Yeah.
wanted to just be high, and he died. So he was a mechanic. He worked on motorcycles. He had lots of tools. He had lots of stuff at his house. I moved in, and I basically fucked it all off, to be straight up honest. I let horrible things happen. That house turned into the trap house. It was really bad. And that's when I came to visit you last. I was living there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I don't know what the hell I told you, but
Not that.
it probably wasn't that, but this is just the real. This is the reality of it. I know because I remember leaving. Because it was so bad at the time when I left the house. I would literally screwed fucking boards up on the doors because I was
When
that
you left,
scared.
you're like,
Because my house was public property at that point. I let so many people just run through. They were taking stuff. They were, and I didn't care anymore. I just wanted to stay high all the time.
Yeah, totally.
And they kept me high so that I could be easily used. And it was a really horrible thing what was happening there. It was really, really messed up. And that was like my rock bottom. You know what I mean? That was like my absolute worst. And so basically I lived like that for, 7, 8, 9 months till the bank finally was like, they're coming to take the house.
What is that like? Did people come to the door?
Oh, no,
Or,
people...
like,
Oh,
letters or what? How's that even?
I'm sure there were letters, but I never checked the mailbox.
Oh, yeah.
But eventually there was a note on the door,
Yeah.
and but I had a lot of support even through this whole time. My
Oh,
family
you
has
could've
always
paid the
been
mortgage,
really
though?
no,
Oh.
no. He owned the house. Well, he
But they
did.
were-
He had a
oh.
mortgage. Yeah, he owned it, but he had a mortgage put out on it. So we thought about keeping it, but there was just I didn't have a job. I didn't care about life, so
Yeah.
it
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
matter to me.
And Part of it's grief, too. I mean,
It is.
like,
It was. A lot of it was grief
That's
and
huge.
my own issues I already caused for myself.
Sure,
You
yeah.
know, so it was hard.
I don't do it, though. I've heard that that's like a huge thing in addiction is like you're like in recovery even, and then like,
Yeah, something
like a
happens
grief,
and
the loss of a family member, a friend,
Yep.
something like that.
And
you're
I
like,
never even thought about it
Yeah.
because we always had our problems, when I was
Sure.
younger, and we only had become close after, he helped me a lot. So it was, and the way he died, was extra horrible. He had had some kind of surgery on his hand, and they gave him a lot of pain meds to, deal with it.
Yeah.
It blocked his intestines,
No!
and he had a rupture, so he had a colostomy bag. So he had a colostomy bag for like 3 months.
Ooh.
Then he had the reversal surgery. You know, he calls me after the surgery's done. Everything was fine. You know, they're like, okay, I'm going to come home tomorrow, you know. And then he had a heart attack at the hospital right after he talked to me.
What?
Yeah, and died right there.
Oh.
And so it was very unexpected, you know, because you think after surgery, you know, you think everything's going to be fine. Anyways, so it was extra. It was whatever it was, you know.
Yeah.
And so things were really terrible there, basically. Like, it was really bad. Like, oh, my God. Like, the people who were there, like, I don't know. There's so many things I could tell you that I can't tell you right now.
Yeah.
But it was really bad. That's all I have to say. And I got out. I met this guy. I met somebody who we weren't together or anything, but he was an older gentleman, and he just felt for my situation, and he let me move into his house. I moved into Tacoma with him. I moved in. He gave me the space I needed.
Wow.
He just he liked me. He trusted me. He, you know, whatever it was, and he gave me the space I needed to, you know, kind of find myself a little bit. He let me live with him until I found a job, and then I got into a relationship with someone else, and so the relationship was definitely a big help, you know, obviously being in a relationship because I don't do NA, I don't do meetings, I don't do anything like that. This is all myself, like, and, you know, I'm not perfect, obviously, but I, you know, this is a self journey, and I got in a relationship. I've been in a relationship for the last 5 years. I just got out of it in August, so that was a big help, obviously, for most of that time. But now I'm me, and I'm trying really hard to be a good boy. So you know, I still have a job. You know, I've had a job for 4.5 years, and I am doing well. I think it's really funny because the Starbucks I worked at was actually a Starbucks I used to frequent a lot to, you know, hobo shower in back in the day. And so it feels really good to then be a supervisor at that same store where I was one of those customers who bathed in the bathroom. You know what I mean? So
Do you have more, like, I guess, like, empathy for those people?
I do, and that's also a problem because it's a big problem at Starbucks. We get a lot of homeless people, a lot of people who come in to just use our, you know, they do drugs in our bathroom, they whatever. And I do have a little bit of extra sympathy for them, which maybe sometimes I shouldn't, you know.
It's hard to know what's helping or something, but it is like,
It is really hard.
it's like so.
Because a lot of people try to just use our space, and like I don't have a problem with that, but like there are boundaries I have to set that I wouldn't normally set for myself. Like a lot of them smell really bad. That's something Starbucks, if they smell so bad that customers complain, I have to kick them out.
Yeah, if you
yeah.
smell
And
over
that's-
the smell of coffee,
It's
like,
it's a problem, and I've had to do that. I've had to say you smell too bad, and you need to
Right.
leave, and that's a really difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
And like you know, and like, but there's a lot of people who you know, I mean, I have a hard time kicking them out.
Yeah.
You know, I do. It's hard. It's very hard. But there's a line that I didn't cross. I would walk in and use the shower. You know, not the shower, but you know, use the bathroom and leave. I didn't leave a mess. I didn't sit in there and beg from customers. I didn't, you know what I mean? So there is a line where you know, I get, because I don't do that. You know what I mean? And they do. So,
Sure.
you know, but, yeah, it's a really, I think it's
Like,
good for
if
me
you wanna
too,
be-
though, to work with that, because I feel like actually at Starbucks, it's a position where I can help people. Because we get a lot of homeless people. It's a problem at Starbucks. Homeless people. It really is. At least in Tacoma. You know, I don't know.
No, I think
And
it's everywhere,
it's
'cause-
something that a lot of people don't want to deal with, and I feel like I have a little bit of an edge dealing with.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing for me to be exposed and to, you know, we have people, like, there's been times where I've found broken meth pipes, you know, needles everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
And it's something I have to deal with then on a daily basis, and I think that's good for me, you know,
Sure.
to have to enforce
There's
that.
sharp specs in there, though, right?
No.
No, you don't have sharp specs in the bathroom?
No. Do you in
Oh.
Starbucks here?
We do it. I work at a coffee shop that's, like, we have one.
Some places in
Like,
Tacoma,
you know,
too.
it's
A lot of
like
places in...
diabetes or whatever, too. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't think Starbucks does. I don't think any Starbucks does.
Really?
No, and I think it's because... I don't know. I'm not going to say anything else.
politics.
But, like,
You think they're trying
I
to
think
move
it's
out of that?
possibly because of the way it looks and because of the way it makes their customers feel.
huh.
But it's
I
for
probably
the
shouldn't say
diabetics,
that.
Yeah.
Howie. It's a... but, you know...
The regional manager.
No.
James doesn't personally represent Starbucks.
I don't personally represent anybody.
Yeah,
And I love Starbucks. So everything I have to say about it is just the way I feel. But I think Starbucks is a really great thing. So
Yeah.
don't fire me, okay? but no, I think we should have Starbucks. Definitely.
I mean, it's just.
I think every place should.
It's safer, you know. It's just like
It's safer for everyone.
it's safer for the people.
Less
in there.
triggering for me.
Yeah, totally.
And safer for everyone else.
Exactly. Yeah.
You just put them in the regular garbage.
Well, I hope they bring a water bottle. Like, I know a lot of diabetic people, they carry water bottles, and they, people have the, legitimate reasons for needles.
Yeah, but where do you put them after you pick them up?
I take them, I put them in a bag, and then I put them in a plastic bag, and then I take them out to the dumpster.
Dumpster.
I don't put them in any trash in our
Whoa.
store. I
Yeah.
carry them out
That's
to the
why I'm always,
dumpster.
people are like going through the garbage. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. No, it's a problem. People look for needles in the garbage.
Oh no.
It's a bad thing. When I worked at I worked at a Safeway Starbucks for 2 years, and that Safeway, it was in the nice part of Tacoma on Pearl Street, and it had problems. There was a needle box in that bathroom, and people broke into it to find needles, and then tried.
I've seen them kind of like tied up at times.
Yeah, because they're trying to get needles that they can use, and they used the needle, and then apparently it was dull, or they had a hard time finding the spot, and there was blood everywhere. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's scary. It's a scary thing.
Yeah.
Needles are scary.
Body
Drugs are
yeah.
scary. Don't do drugs. But yeah, so and now I smoke a lot of weed. I drink a lot. I party a little bit here and there, but I don't do any hard drugs to the best of my ability. To be honest, I'm not going to say that I haven't done them, but I do my best to try to stay good, and I do a good job of it. I do. I'm not like
That's what you said last time.
I'm not
I thought
perfect.
You were lying about it, so I don't know.
Hey, I have someone here right now. No, but I also I also didn't have a job, and I didn't keep a job. There's no way that I could keep a job if I was the way I was
Right.
before.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way. I'm not a functional drug addict. There are a lot of people who are. I'm not at all. So there's no freaking way, that I could be working and
That's good.
drugged out.
Well, I'm glad
And I love you, Andrea, and everybody I work with.
you're doing better.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Seems like where I'm at, I thought you were doing better the last time I saw you too, but it seems like you like.
No, I probably lied.
really
I probably
seem
straight up
better
lied.
now.
I don't remember. I
You look-
literally don't remember.
I
I
can
know.
see it in just your face. Like
You can't even see my face. Here you
I
go.
did earlier.
But no, I feel better.
You look healthy. It's nice. It's nice to see.
Well, yeah, I probably weighed like 160 pounds,
Yeah.
and yeah. So things definitely are good.
Hey, that's
Yes.
so cool.
Yes, and I'm really happy to say that. I just want to say, I'm not your
Congratulations.
like gay Lakewood meth head tweaker guest anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
know,
always.
I'm really happy to say that. So
my phrase was always, I mean, I
I
always said,
Yeah.
Exactly.
meth prostitute.
yes.
That's what.
No, and I did a lot of that. I did a lot of that at my dad's house. That was no good.
That
No
was-
bueno.
That was my phrase. I would call you on the phone and I would say, "Hey James, you're not being a meth prostitute, are you?" And you would say yes or no, and so.
I'm not.
I would say.
And now I'm really not. And I just really hope.
I'm glad that you're not doing that.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
glad. I'm
that's what
glad
I
to be
always
here
hope
and to
for.
say that. That's all.
I always
Good night.
appreciate your candor, 'cause it's like, it's true that like actually talking about things like how you can even like comprehend them and deal with them, and other people need to hear it too. Like you're not alone ever. in the
Exactly.
struggle, too. So it's like, I think other people hearing things.
Talking about it is a big deal.
Yeah.
You guys have always been helpful in that way because I always knew I had to report to you. I always knew that you would call me and ask me. You know what I mean? Like I always knew
Yeah.
it's on YouTube forever. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be there, and I can't let like that. Honestly, it's a part of me.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to say that I'm not messed out. Like
Yeah,
that.
good,
It
good.
feels good because you guys know. You all know, and I'm really happy to say that things are better, and it really does help.
Yeah.
You guys have helped.
Yeah.
You guys were a part of that.
And there's like, it's funny that all the episodes are there, but there's so many episodes.
That you'll
It's
never
all- yeah,
find
it's
them.
all
Oh
online.
yeah.
I think
There is
are
anonymity.
people- That there are people who have watched the show for a long time who are going to be really happy to hear that too, not just.
Good. I'm glad. I hope you guys remember me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you will or not. How many people actually watch your show?
Millions.
Yeah, millions.
Yeah.
In
Like-
the future though, too. That's,
Well, yeah, that's true.
Forever.
yeah.
Forever, yes.
Like,
But
I think. I always say that in the future it's gonna blow up, like when I'm dead, maybe even.
I mean,
so-
hey, yeah.
Way in the future, I'm gonna be like a Poe or like Van Gogh kind of,
Oh,
know, or the guy that was in.
Henry Darger. probably,
Yeah,
more
Henry
like,
Darger, the guy that was in his like attic and nobody knew about him until he died. So it was all free. I'm a ghost.
How many cameras do you have?
We got. Oh wait, you want to switch to the cameras, Kenny? Show them the cameras.
I just need to
The
know
street
that's
can
weird.
you adjust the street camera
how.
behind you there, Heather. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, let him do it.
Oh, here, get it on the
Oh,
screen.
this one?
Yeah, and then you turn it, and we can.
So it's
see
facing us?
No,
No,
it's
see
facing
the street better.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. It's going out
Yeah,
on the
that's nice.
streets.
Yeah. That's so we can see what's happening out there. If there's
Okay.
a circus or
Do you
cars
see
going by.
some cool things happen out there sometimes?
We can sometimes see what people walking by.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whoa.
That's cool.
The police.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
flashing
There's
lights
been
go
some
by.
people pulled over. Somebody was painting a building once.
Oh, yeah.
You don't even know what you're saying.
Construction.
Mm.
Paint a building once.
Yeah. Real fun. Who are you, Heather?
This is my friend Heather.
Yeah.
I've
known
known
each
Heather
other
since
forever.
kindergarten.
Oh.
Yep, we've known each other for a very long time. We went through a lot of phases together,
A lot of trouble
and
together.
we recently reconnected.
Mhm.
And
rekindled our friendship.
we rekindled. That's what I was going for. Yeah.
That's good.
Like I
Yes.
said, I've been drinking.
So it's nice to see him on the other side.
Mhm.
It's all good, yeah.
Have you ever been on TV?
No. Maybe. I don't think so, though.
You think there's a chance that you've been on TV that you don't know about?
Were we? Oh, we were in the newspaper, probably for like the drill team or something.
Did you do the drill team, James?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
But we were in like this pilgrim play or something in elementary school that was in the newspaper. My mom has it cut out. That's why I know.
The
Oh, and I think that
Thanksgiving
Robbie kid
Thanksgiving
was in
parade.
it.
Oh,
Or
Robbie.
play.
Oh my God, I'm
We
gonna
gotta find that.
Yeah, we're gonna find it later. But
We are looking for someone named Robbie Byers. If you're out there, Robbie,
Ooh, I love that. We
Uh,
look for people on the show.
hit us up.
yeah,
You're looking for him like he's missing or what?
we knew him in elementary school, and we haven't heard anything. We
Yes.
can't find any presents, and we're curious.
Can't
Whoa,
find him.
what?
We used to.
Weird,
I
huh?
mean, I don't think
I
he's just like. I
mean-
don't think there's something suspicious going on.
No, sometimes people
We just don't know what
on
happened.
Social media, they know
Yeah.
they don't have us like a.
We never had him on social media to
But
begin
maybe
with.
he did change his name or something.
Really?
Maybe something weird is going on.
People change their names for all kinds of reasons, I guess. Like Cedar, who's on the show.
Yeah, I
sometimes.
didn't even know he had
His
a
name is
different
Cedar,
name.
but his name was Matt before when I was in high school with him, and then now
Mm,
he's like officially changed his name to Cedar, even like in.
I like
more,
that name.
More just
Cedar.
because he was like didn't feel like a Matt. He's like, I don't feel like a
Matt
Matt.
is not a
Yeah. So.
That's interesting.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
That's
is it gone?
So Kenny,
It's going. It's just harder to see.
so Kenny,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm real good.
It's so nice to be here.
Yeah.
But how's life been? Like it's like everything seems so. I feel like you guys are like right where we left off.
Oh, it's pretty similar.
But great
That was
in the
like
same
5
way. Like
years
not that it's a
ago.
bad thing. It's a great thing.
I'm real steady. Yeah, we got a.
Yes, we ain't on the couch.
Yeah, the couch is over there. We got a different couch. So, I
You
mean,
can
from
show the
But
couch.
the Afghan, the blanket is the same.
we have that blanket thing. It's called the Af.
An Afghan.
We've had that for.
It's wonderful.
Alright.
Come on.
It's so
Yeah.
Roseanne.
This camera. Wait, should be on. Not working.
Heather, what did you do?
Oh, I probably fucked something up.
Oh,
It's
so
okay.
you need to talk to Heather. Heather has so many interesting stories she can tell you.
Yeah.
So Heather is. I'm gonna let you continue this story.
Heather is.
Heather
I'm a
is.
funeral director,
Whoa.
Oh.
but I don't know how many stories I can say. I mean, you
Yep.
can vaguely say stories. I
guess
suppose.
you don't want to.
It's just an
There was.
When I saw you on the street just now when I was coming up, I was like, "You guys dressed up for the show?" I didn't get the memo, but James said, "What is that on your? Is that a giant lighter?
Yes.
It's like a giant lighter."
for me It's not
She got it for
giant.
me for Christmas.
Oh,
No,
It's a regular lighter inside of a case.
Oh, it's in a giant case. Okay.
it's
I don't
it's
feel
my
like
bling.
Giant.
But I was like, "Oh, I didn't get the memo to dress up." But James said, "This is how you dress all the time."
All the time, except
Yeah.
for when I'm working.
Yeah. So I was gonna say
Ooh,
like,
what do you wear when
it's
you are working at the funeral home? Black.
black.
Oh, a lot.
Classic
a lot of
office
black, but
dress up attire.
Sometimes I try to bring in some color when
Oh,
there's
yeah.
not a
You know,
service going
Look
on.
like Wednesday Adams. You know?
Something like
I don't
that.
think she could ever look like Wednesday Addams.
No,
You're
I
too
don't
colorful
think
for
so.
that, but
Yeah.
you can never be that black.
No, if there was glitter involved, I could.
Oh yeah.
I
Right.
like glitter.
Cool.
Glitter's tight.
Yeah. Is it? What are some interesting? I think you did off before the show. Tell me about interesting funeral. But are there like, what's like the weird stuff that people do for funerals? Anyone do like weirder things? Because I mean, honestly, I would say the funeral system as it is, or like the American internment of bodies into the ground is like pretty weird. Where we like, basically you put chemicals in the bodies, right?
Not
Or
everybody.
not
You don't
specifically.
have to be embalmed to be buried. Just so you know,
Yeah.
you
that's
don't
good
have
to
to
know.
be embalmed. If you're doing a public viewing, it's a different story. But
Oh yeah.
generally, if you're being
Which public
buried,
viewing also? I
you-
just like.
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes people feel that way.
I don't think death is weird at all. I
Is
think
it
that
not
it's like
working?
a good part of life.
It's working.
It's a good part of life, but it's I'm always confused about the ritual we have around it because it seems strange. And I'm always curious what other people like, how many different varieties of like things that people do as a funeral director.
Yeah, I feel like definitely one of my favorite things is seeing like what other people think is so weird,
Oh, yeah.
like what other people do, or some people think it's really weird to have like ashes in a necklace, like they're really
Oh.
grossed out by it.
Huh.
And, like some people like that's all they want. I don't know. It's just really interesting to see all the different things people think.
I think it's interesting we turn ourselves into Karen,
Oh, I probably
statues, like, and then we're permanently in the ground, like
yeah.
can't be used as nutrients for like plants and stuff. It's like pretty crazy.
It is kind of weird. You like put them in a casket and then you put them in like a vault or a liner. Like,
Yeah.
you're really like encasing them in there
Yeah.
just to become like
I
a.
wonder why.
It seems like a waste.
do it.
To embalm someone and put them in a casket to just be preserved seems like such a waste.
It's like if you need
There's
to
what's that guy that he's like that scientist and he's black dude.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yes. So there's this thing that I heard him say once where he said that he doesn't want his body to be cremated because he feels like when you're cremated, all of your life energy is just burnt off and it just goes into space.
Huh.
He wants to be buried and he wants his life energy to be put to use
Oh, that's
to
cool.
the earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's something I think about a
As
lot.
space guy, I would almost expect him to want to be like.
You
shot
would,
into space in
But
the
it's
accumulation
pointless.
process.
It's just random vapors.
I
You
guess
know?
that's true.
It's pointless. But rather, where if your body is used by the
Yeah.
earth, that just feels really good to say that your body was
Yeah,
used
that's
rather than just preserved for no reason.
Yeah, you're back
Yeah.
in the like cycle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sort of,
Yeah.
Your carbon elements.
Well, they just like passed that law to be doing like human composting, pretty much. So that's
Wait,
like a thing.
it's allowed now.
Yes, I don't know a lot about it, but it is something
Wow.
that is now recently passed,
I never heard the word
and also
human composting before.
aquamation, which is
Mhm.
alkaline hydrolysis.
Is that being like melted down? like,
You know what? You could say that.
yeah,
You
yeah.
could say it's like being melted down.
That's what I want.
And then
when
they're
I
left with
said,
the bone, and it
Oh,
gets
yeah.
all crumbled up, and you get the bones.
yeah, just I want to be put to use by not the earth, but like people. Yeah, turn me into soap, candles. Yeah,
People get just very attached to bodies.
yeah.
That's the thing.
That's,
That's
the
what
weird,
it is.
The ancient Egyptians did that because they thought that their like physical bodies would come in handy in the afterlife. Somehow, their like physical form needed to be in like all put together basically, and they're like, here, you got your like vital organs right next to you, so as soon
Right.
as you're up, you like know where your heart is and your like lungs and all that stuff. Yeah, but they're like thinking of it in sort of like an afterlife thing, and it's hard to know what we're doing when we're just like preserving like a corpse without a thought of like maybe the afterlife.
Mhm.
That's one that's. It seems like that.
Mhm.
I've always wondered where. I don't know. I love the whole thing. So it's like fun.
I know,
Very
it's so interesting.
interesting.
And I love cemeteries.
Oh, yeah.
Cemeteries
That's
may be
true.
a waste of space, but it's a very peaceful. It's like
yeah,
a
very nice.
it's like a beautiful city park. It's like a very well kept place with monuments and pathways, and it's a nice place to be. It is a waste of space, I do believe, but it's also very
A lot of
interesting.
ways of space,
And it's
though.
in lots of ways it's a monument to
At
the
least it's not
past.
yeah, I guess
It's I
not
feel
a-
like it's a waste of space in some ways because it takes up a lot of space.
Sure.
Well, there's a
For
lot
our
of abandoned
bodies.
buildings, so.
And there's a lot of parking lots. I
Eventually
know,
they'll
like,
get torn down
cemetery
and
is
turned
a
into.
parking lot for sure, I guess.
It happen.
Yeah.
It does happen.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places in Seattle, at least I know of, where they've built
Oh, we're
bodies
blue, we're blue.
over. Is that the whole? Oh my God.
Yeah. Thanks.
But they've always been nice places to go, and I always find it interesting to read, the epitaphs and
Yeah, it's
the
stone.
it is and see what people leave. It's very fascinating. It's a
That's
really
true.
interesting look at human life. You find a lot of unopened beers
Oh, yeah.
sometimes.
Oh, you go in there. You drink 'em?
I may have drank one,
Cemetery.
but yeah, no, at
That's
Mountain
a
View
haunted beer,
specifically.
James. That-
Whatever. That's all superstition. I don't believe in that, so it's just a beer.
Yeah.
But it's still interesting,
It
and
is.
to see what people think, and it's nice. It's nice that people think about the past so much. It's nice that people think about their ancestors, and that's a conscious part of them. That means that they're thinking about life, and it's weird, but it's kind of nice.
It's
You know?
definitely, it's weird in the way that any like thing that's in human society, like a societal thing that we all like do and don't really just like this is how we do it.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
We're full of weird stuff.
You do the body stuff.
Oh, she does it all. She does it all.
You do the
She embalms them. She
I
picks them up.
currently do not
She
embalm,
currently does not, but she has done all of
I
it.
know how to. I
Wow.
just don't practice it. I should.
Did you have to put anybody back together after they got like separated? Like
Oh, I personally haven't, but people at my work have told me some great
yeah,
Ooh,
they just sew somebody together.
stories.
They-
Some stories.
That sounded weird. I feel like.
No, definitely. They're interesting
No,
stories.
yeah,
Yeah.
very interesting
hear
stories that I'm like can't even comprehend doing, of having to put people back together.
yeah.
It's very much an art.
Yeah.
What's the
I
worst
do
one
a
you
lot
ever
of
had to do?
makeup, though. I can't think of a worse one off the top of
Oh.
my head. I don't know. I haven't really had to do bad embalmings, put people back together. I've seen them
Oh yeah.
of people that have like been in an accident and smashed their poor face up,
Wow.
and you got to put it back together.
That seems so hard to do.
Or I met this guy recently that he's very into doing reconstruction, and he was showing me things of like where he would literally take the face off somebody and reconstruct everything inside the face and put it back on, and it was amazing the
What?
stuff he did of people that were in these horrific
Yeah.
accidents.
And the amount of money that it costs to have him do that is also horrendous. That's the
I
one thing
can't
about
even
funeral
imagine.
homes that does get me a little bit. It very much, like, I'm not trying to say
Oh,
anything
no,
about
don't,
your
go
industry,
ahead. I
but I feel
understand.
like it preys on the grief of the living, and
It
it's
is.
really kind of messed up. Like, for example, okay, the only funeral home I can think of specifically is Mountain View in Tacoma, and any funeral home though, the hearses are all Cadillacs. Everybody's wearing fancy black suits. They all have red
Hearses are
roses.
just made into Cadillacs.
I don't care.
No, I
it
understand
doesn't
what
matter.
you're saying,
It's
though. Go ahead.
expensive. It's
Because
very
I work
expensive.
for a
All
family-owned
hearses
funeral
maybe,
home, and we're
and they're all
giving
made of
out
Cadillacs, huh?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are all.
They are,
all
and it's
Cadillacs.
very expensive, isn't it?
Well, I've never bought
All
one.
the
We
flowers
got
are
a
very
really
expensive.
cheap one,
They
but
push you to
flowers
buy
are so
very expensive
Flowers are so
caskets.
expensive.
You
It's
know,
a business.
the
When you
different.
get-
It's
It is a
business,
business,
and
and that
that
is
is
very
the part
difficult.
that feels wrong. Like, I understand helping the people who are in grief, who have problems with the dead, whatever. You have land where you can bury them and make them feel better, but also you're gonna upcharge them thousands and thousands of dollars for this procession, for the funeral, for the
all the
casket, and all of that feels so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very expensive, but it is very.
People have money though. That's what I.
And I guess if people are willing to pay it, then
Well,
they
but
want
you'd be
that.
surprised
And that's
because-
if they want that, then that's I get it. They
They're
want to.
honoring the person.
They're
That's
honoring
how
the
they do it.
person, and that's
So
not
I
a
whatever
think
bad thing.
any
I guess.
any job, like pretty much all jobs revolve around money, and lots of the times you
It
don't
just
you're
seems
like.
extra horrible when you're really feeding
Like,
off
Like,
of
what
the
about at
grief of
Starbucks
people.
though? It doesn't seem like people are just like wasting their money all the time.
Oh, they are wasting the money all the
Yeah,
time.
right?
Yes.
So it's like every day they're just like,
Oh, every
okay,
day,
here
yes.
you go. Like
You could-
I think that a lot. Where
You could have made so many drinks at home.
Yeah.
I know.
It is
pretty
amazing.
much a business.
It is.
I think it's like all business, and then I always
But when you're
wonder
feeding
where,
off
where
grief,
it
it
ends.
just feels a little extra bad,
It is
doesn't
the
it?
problem with funeral directors is they are related a lot.
Anybody
Like,
other than a
people-
farmer.
People relate them a lot to car salesmen, which
Hmm.
I'm sure there are people that are that way, which I try to consciously not be that way. I want to show people what's available, but like I'm not trying to sell everything on you. But
I'm not trying to
You
talk
got a-
anything down on any
you got
kind
a
of
discount
funerals because
package?
I think it's a great thing. A lot of
But
people want
I
it.
have been on separate sides where I've worked for like the low-cost cremation places where they have really cheap cremation, and there's something to say about all that stuff. I know there's places that are great, but now I work at a place that's like a family-owned funeral home that's like a full service. We do the cremation, everything right
Yeah.
there.
You ever thought about?
And so it does cost a little bit more, but we're not a corporate funeral home, so
Yeah.
that way if someone is having trouble with money, we have a lot of
Leeway with
room to
that.
be like, hey,
Help
we
them
can
out.
help you out with this
Yeah.
and that.
You should just be like
Which
a
is what
party
I
planner instead of like you ever thought about just
It is
party
kind of
like a birthday
like
party.
A party planner.
Oh, yeah,
know
but you
how
could-
much
you could
fun
do a
we
The
had at
ultimate
funeral
party
home?
planner.
Oh my
The
gosh.
last party you'll ever have.
Yes.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the best compliment I've ever got is just people telling me like how like much fun or how comfortable it's been to like do the arrangements.
No,
And
that
I'm
is
just
really
like,
We're
awesome.
doing
It's
like
freaking
the
awesome.
That is
the
awesome.
cream of the county awards, and maybe we should get you to to arrange it like it's a funeral, but
I
instead
gotta-
Do it.
I
yeah,
gotta help with a drag event and be a stage manager.
Whoa,
I felt
yeah.
kind of directory with that. That
yeah.
was fun.
Did you accidentally make it a little funeral-y though? Or, like, and then
I don't think Heather can make it. Any funeral Heather runs is a
main
party
drag queen
first.
Dude,
Okay.
it's
You okay?
been-
You
we-
lie
I've
down.
had-
Heather is not a dead
I've had a
person.
lot
She is
of
very
fun
much alive.
funerals. We had a funeral.
Pretend
that
like
we
you're
put
asleep.
Together a video, and it was like a montage of him flipping everybody off.
Oh, that's
It
awesome.
was a lot of fun.
Oh,
That was
cool.
fun. Yeah, you do a lot.
No,
of
it
fun
can be.
things.
I'm sure it's a very rewarding field.
is
Like
sad.
I'm sure it's very sad and very horrible sometimes. But
I
I
know
also
the
feel like
tricks. I know the tricks to sell the things.
I also feel like you could feel really
I know the
good.
tricks to be like, oh, your mom's gonna be all eaten by bugs. You don't want that to happen. Like, no,
Whoa.
don't fall for that.
Whoa.
Don't fall for that.
There are these bugs.
Just do what you feel is
I
appropriate.
thought it would be fun to have an open casket funeral, but like just the skeleton.
Like
Like,
non-preserved.
Oh.
Like, get those, like,
Just
bug
let yourself
eating
rot.
bugs. No,
Yeah.
yeah. These bugs that they'll eat the skin and leave the bones
Yeah.
in like perfect
Yeah.
condition, and then just like it only takes like a week, and then put that in the bug box, and then then you got like the skeleton open casket. That'd be like open.
Don't you gotta put it back together though?
Yeah,
Wire
probably.
it and stuff?
Wire it or
It's really
something.
expensive too, but hey,
Probably.
I think it's worth
I
it.
want it to be preserved in some way. I always said plastinated, like the bodies exhibit. You know, I think that'd be
Oh,
really
that's a
cool.
good idea.
I want my family to be able to see me later.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I want to be
Like
used. I want to be
generations.
used for whatever possible necessary. I
You're-
want to be observed. I want to be studied. I want my body to be used in whatever means
You're at the right
necessary.
place then, you know?
Exactly. Like
You're on the
Yeah.
You can
program.
always
I'm
donate
never
your
gonna
body
die.
to Lake Washington for the funeral directing or the funeral program.
Oh,
What's
that's
that?
a good idea.
They'll get a chance. The students will get a chance to embalm.
do
your
they do
body.
that if you're an organ donor?
Sure, they can do that. That's even a better case.
One
for
awesome
them.
thing about when my dad died, he was an organ donor. He was like a 70-year-old hippie, right? So
Oh,
he
yeah.
had, his organs were not that great, to be honest. I'm just going to say.
Yeah.
He was a truck driver for many years. He did a lot of speed. That was his life. But
Oh,
one
Ooh.
amazing thing though, the day well, first of all, this is something a lot of people probably don't know. When he died, the same day, so they called me and told me he's dead. Then within like 2 hours later, they called me to ask me 1,000 questions, because when you're an organ donor, they have to know a lot of things, right?
Uh-huh.
So they asked me, oh, did he have gay sex in Africa? Did he ever have sex with a monkey in India between the years of 1974 to 1989? Did he ever fuck a dog? Did he ever, all these things,
Well,
right?
did he?
No,
After you-
I don't know. How in the hell am I supposed to know? And it's really terrible because they call you literally within hours because they need to know, because they need the body to be fresh.
Yeah.
They're trying to harvest.
They're trying to harvest those organs
Oh,
as quick
yeah,
as they
yeah.
can. And I understand that. But also I was dealing with a lot of grief.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours after I found out he died.
Yeah.
And, they're asking me if he had AIDS, all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. But what is really amazing is they do send you a letter afterwards. And 73 people used his skin. 73 people got...
His skin?
Yes.
73 people benefited.
73
from
people benefited from his skin after he died. And some,
Skin.
yeah,
yeah.
a lot of people have
Oh,
skin
yeah,
cancer
you should see
or
they
Oh,
take
yeah.
for
when they need
donations.
grafts
Oh.
and stuff.
When they do like
It's a
long
thing.
bone donations and like they take all the bones.
They take skin from
Oh.
everywhere. And so
Very
73
interesting.
people benefited from the skin.
Wow.
And like 3 people got eye tissue. And that really does feel good to hear.
Wow.
Your loved one just
What do you
died,
do
but
with your eyes?
pieces of the eyes for
Oh, they,
retinal.
like remove corneas and stuff.
Yeah.
A company comes out and
Yeah.
does all that when they passed away.
It's
And then
awesome.
They put their eyes in somebody else,
Part of the
I
eye.
don't know
Eye
how they
tissue.
do
and then you
it.
start seeing things that they saw.
Just eye
Isn't
tissue.
that weird,
Yeah.
like, to think you have like a dead person inside of you?
Yeah.
It is
It'd be
weird.
very strange to have that.
Somebody else here?
Somebody else is here. It's Guy.
Guy.
Hey.
We got a crowd here. I don't know. It's like some days,
We
Like-
can share these.
like lot.
How much time do we have left?
20 minutes.
20 minutes? Oh, we
Stay
got
here,
some time.
fool.
Lots of. Yeah, have a seat, Guy. Or no, not you. You go.
Not
You
you.
do your thing.
He wants to be the audience, he says.
Oh, you don't want to talk? What are you doing here? You're just gonna observe? What? He's over there, not on the thing.
Go.
Well,
Bye.
I was gonna say that some days it's there's nobody here and there's not much to do. Some days there's a lot of
We
people.
haven't even got to the phones yet.
Yeah, we haven't got the phones, but we should look at the phones. We got some
Oh.
messages. Have you seen the show? Did you ever watch old episodes with James? Like,
I've seen parts of the show.
do you know? I mean, it's a little sore subject for James maybe, but he's not here now. So, do you know about Alex?
Oh yeah, I know Alex.
Are you friends with Alex, or were you?
Yeah, I was
How'd that
friends
go?
with Alex. See, me
Something
and
happened,
James
right? Yeah.
Used to hella hang out,
Mhm.
and then Alex started coming around, and we were
Yeah.
kind of hanging out, and then things kind of took off from there, and I got a boyfriend, and I wasn't hanging out with James as much, and then all of that happened.
Yeah.
And then just recently we started hanging out again. So there was a lot that happened, but I do know
Wave machine.
Alex. She's a nice girl.
Wave machine. Sorry.
Because I think they got James and Alex they're not friends anymore or something, right?
Right.
Something happened. So, like,
Things got weird.
yeah.
Having a hard time getting the phone.
Because it was always James. Because Alex was
I will put
brought
out there-
James here in the first place. So that's
Yeah. Oh, she used to always ask me to go to like the dance Oli thing. Do they still do that?
yeah,
Is that
they
still
do.
A thing?
I think it's still a thing, but I'm not paying attention to
First
that.
February and January, or first Friday in February, first February in January.
First,
Yeah. One of the last times
So
I
never.
talked to Alex, she was asking me to write a letter that she died so she could get money back on a plane ticket.
Wow.
that's
not very
weird.
Christian of her.
Yeah.
WWJD, man.
Yeah, she's always giving us
Just
Jesus
saying.
stuff, so I think it was fake.
She gave us there's some
Oh,
like,
it's-
Jesus pictures on the
Yeah.
wall, and like she.
You know,
Oh yeah, we also
I'm
have a
going to
portrait
say
from
she
her.
brought me
It's
over
over
to her
behind the door.
church because I grew up in church and stuff, and I was going to church for a while, and she was like, yo, come over to my church. And I was like, yeah, tight. And, like, it was weird because it was kind of like a young adults group, which is cool, but it sounded like everybody was just trying to hook up. I don't know what the heck was
I went to
going
that
on.
church one time with her. It was horrific.
Horrific.
Horrific. I went there out of morbid curiosity. She's like, I'm gonna go. And I was like, I guess I don't have anything else to do. And it was so scary. Yeah, with the kids and like the indie rock.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it was
it's like
strange.
it's like set up to be like a MTV like modern concert.
Yeah.
But
it
it's
was-
just
it
like a
was
total lie. And then
interesting.
like the guy was like really scary, like probably like 40-year-old guy dressed like a teenager, being like, I'm cool. He was like trying to be so cool, and it was like
Yeah.
really scary.
And they're like gonna go on retreats and really get to know each other, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It just
That guy.
I'm about
He was
being there for Jesus,
diddler.
and I don't feel like we were there for Jesus.
Yeah.
Say that, you can't say
Oh
that.
wait, I did say
They
that.
Probably pick
I
it to be
can't.
Like, oh, hey, you're the coolest of the pastoral.
Yeah.
You know, you're like the cool pastor guy at the Bible college or whatever. Like, you're gonna be a youth. Well, yeah. When do you choose to be a youth pastor? I don't know.
But she's like she's married to like a big old rapper now or something.
Yeah.
Is he really though? I mean,
I don't know. I've
Yeah.
never heard of him.
Yeah, I don't
I've
think-
seen
I
him
think-
on Facebook,
yeah.
but I've never heard of him.
it's yeah.
Hey,
All right, we got a
you're
message.
rapper, you know, it's like,
We got a message
oh,
here
we
from,
got
Ooh, a
from
message.
Mark.
We got a
Yeah,
message.
is it going? Oh
I don't hear it. Do you hear it?
no, I don't hear it.
Plugged in.
Oh.
We're waiting on the oh, something. No,
Something.
something not working.
Name is, he's got a whole bunch of names.
Back it up.
We need Freddie and what's his name? Michael or whatever
Michael.
his name is. He's
Michael?
got a whole bunch of names. Kenny to be in our band,
Oh yeah,
and we'll make millions of dollars.
Freddie. Mark wants to be in a
And we'll
band.
donate some of the money to the donut company, and we'll be rich and famous forever.
The donut company, huh?
We need Freddie and Kenny to be in our band
That's me.
Mark refuses to be in the
because
bond
we
with
want to
you.
be
Yeah.
rich and famous forever.
No, that's how we get rich and famous forever, Mark.
I'll talk to you later.
That's my only goal.
Superstars.
Oh,
Bye.
oh.
Dude. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, I joined a band, but sure, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm in. Let's do it.
I'm gonna calling
Let's
you.
practice.
Oh, you should call Grandma. I'm gonna call
Marky.
Grandma too. I think my
Yourself
bro.
Marky the
I'll
other day,
call Grandma
remember?
real fast too. I call my grandma. How's your grandma, James?
Oh, she's great. She stopped smoking cigarettes on Sunday, so it's
Whoa.
been now a week and a day.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say it's been
She
24
and
hours.
She smoked cigarettes for
Oh, poor
67 years or some shit like
Oh
that.
my god.
Yes, she's doing good.
57.
Okay,
She
whatever.
just told me.
Wow.
My coworker, I don't know how long he was smoking cigarettes. He stood and he was like, when he in a bad mood for a while. He was,
Mhm.
like, fighting to
Yeah,
not-
Oh, she's already cranky, so
said-
you know.
Hi, Grandma.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay, but there's nobody here.
Yeah, you're there.
Huh?
You're there.
Yeah, I'm here. But there's nobody here,
did-
so it's just I'm only one.
Did you eat dinner today?
When they come back, they're going to call you back.
Okay. Yeah. Did you eat dinner today?
Huh?
Did you eat dinner?
Yeah,
You did. What'd you eat?
yeah. What did I eat?
Yeah.
What did I eat?
Something though. Steak?
Huh?
Was it steak? We bought the steaks yesterday.
Leftover.
Yeah.
Yeah, some kind of leftover.
You got water?
Yeah, I got water.
All right. Okay. You got to drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Cause that medication it dries you out, you know. Okay.
Okay, then thank you for calling.
Thank you.
When come back and just say you want he call you back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I will tell him.
Okay. I'll talk to
Okay,
you.
thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
You too. Bye.
Hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye. It's Grandma.
I love that.
Didn't you live with your grandma last time I seen you?
Aw.
What?
Weren't you living with your grandma last time I was here?
No.
Were you living with your grandma ever?
Brother
My
was.
brother lives with my grandma, but that was only
When you were up in that attic space or that upstairs space.
that was my house,
Oh, okay.
not my grandma's house. I never lived with my grandma. My brother lives there now, but
Mm.
he's only been there for like 2 years or
Oh,
3
really?
years, so
Gotcha.
he wouldn't have known.
Yellow fellow called too?
Oh, well, nope, but I guess we're calling him.
Hello?
Hey, yellow fellow.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good, good, good.
We called yesterday.
You called me yesterday?
Yeah, yellow fellow's in Philadelphia. We have a lot of people here today.
Oh, you get a lot of people there?
Yes.
We do.
You
It's a
ever,
party.
you ever been to Philadelphia?
No.
Mm-mm.
What do you?
Yeah, I live in Philadelphia.
Yeah, you've been to Philadelphia. You're in Philadelphia right now, aren't you?
Who, me?
Yes.
Is it snowing there?
Yes, I've been to Philadelphia.
Well, I know nobody else in the room is in Philadelphia right now.
You guys are in Oregon.
Almost. What do you have any questions about
Washington.
Philadelphia?
How's the cheesesteak?
I don't eat them.
He's a vegetarian.
He's a
Oh.
vegetarian.
They do. They eat the cheesesteaks though, because I remember like it was like I was very excited about this. So, like 2 months ago or something, and you and your friends were talking. You're like, I'm gonna go get some cheesesteaks.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I'm
because
vegan.
you know what I call cheesesteaks? Phillies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you can't get a Philly. You're in Philly.
We
No.
call them the here cheesesteaks.
I call them a Philly. So I'm gonna get a
No.
Philly. Huh?
Yeah, over here we call them Wazagas.
Mazagos?
You know, like Wazaga. Wazaga.
Wazaga? Is that real?
Yeah.
See?
You know, yeah, like in Philly we call.
Tony C,
No,
is
I'm
that
kidding.
you?
No.
Is that a real word, or are you just saying like Macumbus?
I'm making it up. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
okay. It sounds like made up. If you're gonna make, yeah, you gotta. I guess it's hard to make stuff up, but like, hey, you know what we call him over
I
there?
have a, this is my,
Huchugus.
Kenny, this is my Catholic friend.
God bless you.
It's not, yeah. Sounded like Tony C for a second.
Well, are you mocking him, Kenny?
I guess. In a way, but it's like
Light
just
mock.
met
it's
Yeah.
light mock. It's
You
light
know?
mocking. It's half respect.
I don't know, that's fair,
Yeah.
What? Chris, introduce yourself.
Why? But why is he the Catholic? Like, that's like the number one thing. Like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Catholic. Is that how it goes?
Is the number one descriptive thing that came into my mind.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
He
if
likes-
you're on the
he likes
phone,
strawberry
you can't say,
milk.
like, he's tall. It's like, that
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. You know?
Yeah.
Did you go to church yesterday?
He likes strawberry milk.
Beans.
He likes beans.
Strawberry milk. Did you go to church yesterday, friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Did you?
Did you? I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Did you?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Is this a joke? I don't know if it's a joke. It's hard.
He goes to church.
Say, what was the sermon about?
Love thy neighbor.
What was the
Wait, how
sermon?
many people are there?
What was the sermon about yesterday?
Bro.
Huh?
Preparing for death, dude.
Preparing for death? I thought like if you're a Catholic, if you're a real Catholic, then you go and you space out and you don't actually listen, and they're like supposed to be.
You gotta go to confession though.
Oh yeah.
Funerals are long.
Have you?
Okay, really?
Yes.
But liturgical, I think is the word for that.
Have you?
Up and down, up and down.
They still hire you for a Catholic funeral instead of just like doing the priest just do it?
You gotta if the body's gonna be there, you gotta have the funeral home. You gotta have a funeral director.
Oh.
Like legally? Or
just like,
Oh.
I don't know.
Or-
Well, I guess technically the family could take possession of the body. That would be
Seems
a
like
whole
the
difficult
church
thing, but typically
should
you want
just
the
do it all.
funeral home there because when you're having a Catholic funeral, nobody knows what they're doing. You want somebody to tell you what's what,
Oh
other
yeah.
than Father.
Right.
Father will tell you what's what.
Are you talking about Jesus?
Whoa.
Jesus.
No,
Oh.
for the priest.
Oh.
Father, yeah.
Preparation, like for the individual while they're still alive. Like, say you're dying, right? Well, hey, you're dying. Hey, get the priest over here. You know, that type of stuff to give the sacrament of extreme unction
Give somebody do their
and
last rites.
last right. So,
Oh.
you know, stuff like that. You know, so everyone's on what they're supposed to do.
You gotta pray, or maybe hopefully you've prayed enough.
So basically, like that.
In
We
your
weren't
life.
talking about we weren't talking about the funeral ritual itself,
Wow.
and so we weren't talking about that. You guys were getting mixed up, like, oh, because when it comes to a Catholic funeral, no one knows what to do. We weren't talking about the funeral ritual itself. We were talking about, well, oh wow, it's funny. You know, it's funny. I'm a joke, right? I don't
No, but if you guys discuss the funeral rite at church, you would know it's
You're a joke.
It's not a joke
It's
at all.
all a big joke to me.
It's a joke. It's so
Not a
funny.
joke.
Dying is not a
We're
joke.
taking it.
I guess I'm a funny guy.
Your religion's just a joke.
Whoa, don't say that.
Right?
Oh, I already
You
said
better
it.
get yourself right with the
Crossing the
Lord,
line.
everybody, because
Crossing
you never
some
know when
lines.
you're gonna
I think
die.
James brings it out in me. I've gotten a lot nicer, but I think James is back. I'm like going back to my old
No,
ways.
please don't be that way. No, you are making me uncomfortable a little bit.
Oh,
I understand. Like, y'all have your own beliefs, and I hope nobody.
I'm not trying to make
I hope that this person doesn't think that.
I don't know. I think this guy is like
A little bit already.
he's already pushing up the being like, oh, you're laughing at me kind of thing, and I'm just playing along. And I think that's what's going on.
I don't know.
Well,
we
should
aren't really
probably
laughing
do
at you.
Yeah, we're not.
Oh, message to the future and stuff.
Joke. I get some. What? Do I
Message to
tell
the future.
jokes?
You think I'm some kind of clown? Do I look like I'm here to entertain you or something?
Comedian,
What
just
is
like in that
happening?
Joker movie. Just like in
Yeah, I
that
thought this was
Joker.
gonna be a nice talk show.
Chris, do you see that? I really like that movie.
Yeah, it's
Just-
Goodfellas. I'm looking for the message to the future tape. Is it over here yet?
I love
future.
every person who's
like
alive
in
on
this-
this earth, regardless of what you believe or not believe.
It's probably.
And I just want everybody to know that,
Yeah.
okay?
What's stepmother? It's like taped but not labeled.
Yo, I'm walking here. Sounds. It's like a.
Oh, here it is.
You can plan for your funeral. You know, you can go and start paying for your funeral, so you can.
Heather was
Be
a great
prepared.
person.
Be
I
prepared
wanted.
for
I
your
wanted a
family.
grave.
Kenny's trying to get a grave before.
I went to the grave store though, but it's like $1,200 or something to get.
No,
a
but you
grave.
can pay $10 a month for the rest of your life, and it'll
Oh, yeah?
be
We
yeah.
can hook you up. We can talk about what you want to do when you die, and we can start making
How old are
payments.
you
Whoa.
guys?
We're young. It's great.
Young. What's young?
Young. Yeah, ladies don't reveal their age.
The earlier, the
There,
earlier you start planning for your funeral, the better.
The better. Someone
Yeah.
just started paying for their funeral. That's like my age. She just wants to be cremated,
Really?
and
What's your
she's like paying like $18.
Future's just
a
the
month.
past.
What's your
That's
age?
better. You can't get like a bone plan for
Jeans off of the
$18 a
ice.
month.
That was the right one, right?
They're calling
That's like
themselves
the last day that was
John
on there.
Smith.
And
18th,
Grandma,
Saturday.
my
Yeah,
father
that's
was
the right
at my
day.
grandma's house. I talked to him for the first time on the
And then
program.
Probably
this
charity.
is
They're probably in the
yesterday's episode at
We
the
gotta
Boyer.
we gotta get a clip from
Yeah, I
that.
gotta get a clip from this.
I gotta call. Hey, Yellow fella, I gotta make another phone call.
All right, happy.
Thanks, Chris. I hope
I'm
you don't
sorry
feel
if you felt
offended.
disrespected.
That was
We
not
were
the
not.
intent. We were just trying to get
Thank
Right.
you.
get a slice of your life. We're trying to
Sorry.
understand you a little bit. So
Thank you for your time today.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank
did
you.
you hear about the David Lynch?
Bye.
film?
No, wait. Oh,
David Lynch.
what about it?
There's a new David Lynch short film on Netflix.
Oh, it's already out.
Yeah, it's 17 minutes long. 17 minutes
Oh,
long.
I'm gonna watch it. Thank
Watch
you.
it tonight. Thanks, Yellow Fella.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Got some good news.
Yeah, good info.
That was a lot.
I don't trust Yellow fella's friends. I think that I don't even believe that he's.
I don't know what was
actually
happening,
Catholic.
but I just felt so bad. I felt so
Is that
much
somebody
guilt
else?
just now, and I was really
the
confused.
Catholicism.
I just don't
Don't
know.
wind another way. I've already got it almost queued up to a good spot. I think possibly. Like people are talking and laughing.
It's pretty good.
What are they saying?
All
Laughing.
right. There we go. Let's call Grandma. Oh, we're about to call Grandma.
Grandma.
We're gonna
Are they record?
Oh yeah. Or like
There we go.
Like just the thought of that guy just cracks me up.
Oh, I got a steak. I gotta eat that steak tonight. I have a steak in my backpack that I got from Grandma. I ended up eating that steak actually.
You did it. You ate
I
the
did it.
steak after the voyeur.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were at Lavoyer. That was the message of the future from yesterday. I got a clip because we didn't make message of the future at the Voyeur yesterday. For Sunfest. That was
Yeah,
the
on
first
Sunday.
Sunfest on Sunday.
Today is Monday, and James, you're back.
Woo! Hey.
What do you have to say to the future?
What do I have to say for the future? I have to say that I hope you all are doing really well.
Come
I'm really
say
happy
one
to
thing.
see you.
Just
Yes.
say
one
Yeah,
thing.
come
One
on!
thing. Come on. That's the guy with the
Hey!
Just say one thing. Say
'Cause
something.
I don't have nothing.
He just wants to cheers to the future.
What are you?
Cheers.
I don't know. Maybe I am. All right. Bye, future.
Bye.
Feeling aggressive
Bye.
today. Like, what are you doing? I know. I calmed down a lot.
Want to come on? You're scared.
I feel like I used to be like much more aggressive, like on the program.
Yeah.
And that it's like mellowed out, maybe because it was like I don't know, it was like a little show. But now James is back here making me want to.
How many years have you been in this?
Almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's hard to keep up the
It's a
aggression.
long freaking time.
Now I've like mellowed out, but I'm like ah.
Ah! Yes.
James would be making everybody feisty.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just do that.
Well, we only got about
It's
5
okay.
minutes left. We're gonna call Mark, the
yeah.
guitar player, before the show's over. You got any final things you want to say before the show's over? Because we only have about 5 minutes.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
thanks so
come
much It was so interesting to hear all this.
Come back
Yeah,
anytime.
I got better things I can say.
You can call.
Better than that.
You can call
Crazy.
anytime. We can talk on the phone,
She has way better things to say.
and you can.
She's
come,
being reserved.
You can come back, and leave a message, and we'll call you back and stuff. You can come back anytime. We're still here. We're here every day.
You can tag.
We can come every day.
YDHWM on that too,
We
if you
can't
want.
come
Yes,
here
I
every
will.
day.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, but you can come here often.
We
Cannot
can.
leave a message for
Oh, yeah?
360.
I cannot.
Four,
I'll show you.
five,
I'll
six.
show you. Hey, Mark, I'm leaving you a message into the future. See, I did that. Yeah.
You showed that
What?
recording.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where in Tacoma do you live?
By Pack Ave. You know, Pack Ave next to 38th over there.
Oh, I was
over,
actually.
over there by the.
I know 38th. I was just there. It's right by the Tacoma Mall, right? Kind of. And like Arby's. At Arby's and stuff?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
Right,
live
and by the
yep,
Goodwill.
Yep.
I went to the bins.
I believe there's a methadone clinic pretty close to me.
Oh my God.
Mm.
What? This is things I've learned.
Yeah, it's like that Arby's, the
Rent
old
is
style
cheap.
Arby's thing.
Rent is cheap
Like
over there
one
by the
about the area
methadone
is-
clinic, everybody.
Really?
there.
I like rode the bus there, and the bus is like free now. I was like, oh, this is a nice neighborhood. Not nice, but like.
What do
a
you mean
fun-
the bus is free?
The
Yeah,
bus
yeah.
is
Intercity
free.
Transit. free.
Where? In Tacoma?
Everywhere?
Not in Tacoma.
No, just the bus to
Olympia.
though. From
Oh,
Olympia
to Olympia
is-
for Tacoma is free?
And vice
Yeah.
versa, yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
So you
Yeah.
can
Oh
be
wait, how
coming
long?
out here all the
wait.
time.
They
Just the
said
beginning of
dance
this
only
year.
dance still happens.
Yeah.
That's what that happens?
We
First
can
Friday-
ride there.
Yes.
Get there.
Let's
Let's
do
go
it.
to
Not
dance only
affiliated
dance,
anymore,
everybody.
though.
But
I'd just
you
like
go-
to say, we used to, for the last couple of years, we were running it. We're
Uh-huh.
not running it anymore, not affiliated.
Okay.
But it's still a great show on TCTV. Check it out.
It's at the Yesler place?
Yeah, Yager. Yeah.
It's a
Yager,
show?
Yager, yeah, Yager, yeah.
It's a show?
The
What?
dance
Show,
show
yeah.
is a show, yeah.
Well, it's like a hour-long dance party that's also on
It
TV.
airs. Yeah, it's on.
Where
Yeah.
is all these things on TV?
Remember, I told you I went with Alex
once.
once. I went with Alex once, but we ended up just sitting and watching instead of getting on there
All the TV
Oh, yeah.
stuffs.
Yeah.
because there was like 2 people there.
So you're telling me
Oh,
those
see,
two
that's
people
the
were
thing,
dancing by
that happens
themselves?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh well, I like to
It's
go
wait,
places
how
where
often
he
is it?
knows me
How
and
often
not
does
to
it
be on
happen?
TV.
Once a month.
Right, yeah.
Once a month. On which day of the
Whoa.
month?
First Friday of the month.
First Friday. Okay, first Friday of the month.
8
Okay.
p.m. to 9 p.m. But it's like a short dance party. It's like 1 hour.
Yeah.
Show.
That is very short.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wrote
Oh,
the.
but I can
yeah.
get down with that in my living room.
We're gonna
Yeah,
schedule it.
yeah. Totally.
It's on
We're gonna do
YouTube.
Let's do
They've
it.
done a lot of ones archived on YouTube. Used to be like DJs and stuff. So I'm not sure how they're gonna do it now, but we'll see.
Let's turn up the party at Dance Only Dance.
Yeah, that's
Cool public access TV show.
Oh, in
you know?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Everybody go.
Yeah, I rode the bus
So-
at 38th. That goes right there. It goes to the mall. It's like right
Yes.
next to the mall. You're kind of
Mhm.
right next to the mall.
I'm very
Similar,
close
yeah.
to the mall.
Yeah. And Krispy
Oh, if
Kreme.
you guys do come down for
Yeah.
that. There's a even cooler dance party happening that night. It's the
Mm.
Zodiac dance party at Lavoyer.
Oh.
Which they have a monthly thing too. It's like
Is that
all
on the same-
Zodiac themed. Yeah, it's February 7th.
Is it on?
Oh,
And
Zodiac.
TV.
February
Yeah.
7th. We're doing
Yeah.
it.
That sounds
is
like my
DJ.
jam.
The year of the rat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's gonna be
Blah, 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 blah.
How many? Oh wait, how many months is Zodiac? So that's 12.
12.
It is every month.
Oh.
Oh.
It's like every month, but at different times of the month.
It's moon. It's the
No, it's
lunar
the year.
stuff.
It's every year is the new
Oh
Zodiac.
wait, no, it's not lunar stuff. I don't
Every
know.
month.
Whatever,
Not every
let's go.
year.
Well,
what?
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You're over it.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Well, that is the show, though. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for
James,
tuning in.
Heather, Freddie.
All our friends out
Grandma.
in TV land.
We about to be
Uh,
back,
Mark.
so watch out, bitches.
Thanks,
Oh,
Guy from,
she had fun.
Say that?
PDX TV.
You can say it. You just did.
You can say whatever.
Is that's everybody, right?
I think so. Thanks, Mark, for calling in.
All right, here we go. Susan
I'm really
Friends.
happy to be here. I'm so happy you guys are
Yeah,
still
we're so
listening.
glad to have you
Yeah,
back,
come
James.
back
Thank you.
anytime.
Yes, I'm happy to be here. You guys are freaking awesome. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching. Oh, it's Monday. Drop the mic. Happy Teriyaki. We're on TCTV Channel 22, 11:30 2 a.m. Check it out, YDHWM.com. Yeah. 360-836-4384. Call and leave a message. Get on TV. 109 State Avenue, number 3. Check it out. Yeah. Fun Singers is a good song. Thank you. TCTV, La Bebe, Jody Fabulous, Graham, Subspot.com, Drum Lips, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. And viewers to see you're watching, thank you.
That was beautiful, Kenny.
Hell yeah, dog. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.